Your buyers are now going to AI apps like ChatGPT and Claude to help them make buying decisions. If your competitors are showing up there and you're not, they are stealing your deals. I built an agent that helps you show up in chat answers. And in this video, I'm going to show you a chat experience where you can do research on what keywords AI web searches when buyers are asking questions about your category or your brand or your competitors. And I'm going to show you how you can turn this into an automated workflow and run this at scale across a number of different queries that you might want to monitor, and add other data as well, such as links to the sources that AI cites in results, and pulling in data from Ahrefs using the new Ahrefs MCP. I'm also going to talk a little bit about how this agent works on the back end and how it's different from automated workflows. In a world where nearly every old demand gen channel seems to be completely saturated, I believe there's a huge opportunity in AIO. And one of the biggest opportunities is targeting keywords that AI uses when it searches the web. So when a user types in a question such as, what are the best AI CRMs for me to buy in 2025? Depending on that search, AI will decide to search the web, and then it will actually do a Google search much like a human would do. But the big opportunity is it often searches different terms and it searches in different ways. And specifically, this study by Chris Long and Nective show that AI searches an average of 4.5 words per query, whereas humans typically search only 3.4. So there's a whole new world of opportunity of keywords for marketers to target to show up in AIO results. And so that's what this agent helps you do. It tells you what AI is actually web searching. Then it does Ahrefs keyword research so that you can then target those keywords either through your own content or through outreach to getting cited on the sources that are showing up in those results. So this is the chat agent, and then I'm going to show you the automated workflow builder so you can run this at scale. So this can handle a lot of different queries like the ones shown down here, but I'm just going to start with a simple one. What's this Claude web search when its users ask, what's the best AI CRM for my marketing agency? So now the agent is thinking through the steps it needs to take and the tools that it wants to use. And now we can see that based on the search that Claude did decide to search the web, and it searched this keyword, best AI CRM marketing agency 2025. And then the agent went ahead and looked up that keyword on Ahrefs to find the volume, difficulty, and CPC. And as you can see here, the volume and difficulty is 0. And I think this is actually what the huge opportunity is for marketers right now. So because AI is often searching these longer tail keywords, they tend to have much less competition. So there's a whole new universe of keywords for marketers to target. And we can just compare this to like another search keyword that has a much higher volume and see how the Ahrefs MCP works. What's the keyword search volume for this keyword best CRM? And so what I like about this chat interface for a lot of marketing use cases is you can do multi-shot iteration and the agent actually maintains context. And we can see here the agent used the Keywords Explorer and we are getting the search volume back from Ahrefs, just like you would in the web. So what actually just happened here and how can we run this at scale? So this is an agent that I built with Vercel's AI SDK, and there's a couple key differences with agents. I'd say the main difference is basically the agent is deciding what steps to take and what tools to use. It's basically built up of a system prompt, which includes like instructions or just a general objective, and includes whatever context it needs. So in this case, it needs context on the tools that it has access to. It's of course powered by an LLM. And the way it works is, based on the user's message or messages, and again, the context thread, it will then decide which tools to use, if any at all. And then the output of those tools are sent back into the agent so that it can do multi-steps. And then from there, it might say, okay, I need to do another tool. Or no, actually, we've achieved the objective right now. And you get this answer. So what it actually did on that demo was it got Claude's web search terms, and then it looks them up in Ahrefs. And so based on the question I asked, it gave me an answer. And so, this, of course, looks much like an automated workflow. It's just that for different cases, I might want to follow a different path. Like for example, on that thing I showed there at the end, all I wanted to do was look up the Ahrefs data. There might be other cases where it should be doing a lot more steps, like maybe, and you can basically expand this agent or turn it into a multi-agent system where it could basically, generate what chat user question should you look up in the first place. In other words, like figure out what are users actually asking ChatGPT. For this, you might want to use like Ahrefs data as a proxy. So probably what keywords they're searching are probably embedded in the types of questions they're asking or are related to the questions that they're asking. We got Claude's web search terms. We might want to get other chat apps web search terms such as ChatGPT or Grok or Gemini. We might want to get the links to the sources that it cites in the results. Based on the keywords and the results of the keyword and any other number of data, we might want to decide on a strategy. So that strategy might be to create content or run an outreach campaign to the sources that are cited, or maybe both, or comment on a Reddit thread or what have you. So I also built out this workflow interface where, let's say you have like 50 or 100 different chat questions that you're monitoring that are relevant to your brand and your category. You can run this at scale, say one-off basis or even on a recurring basis, on weekly or monthly. It'll tell you, did Claude decide to search the web? If so, how many keywords did it search? And what are those keywords? And again, you can do it on other chat apps as well. Another thing to note is there's a lot of SaaS apps coming out that help with different parts of the AIO workflow. And so those could be used either as like input to an agent or workflow like this, where it's the trigger. The output of this agent could also be used as the input for other agents as well. The chat can basically be your central hub for doing research and developing your strategy, and you can integrate with other tools as well. So if you're an agency or in-house team that is doing AIO work right now, I would love to build something like this for you. We can adapt it to your desired workflow and get you the data that you want. Maybe you want to see like the actual text responses that show up, and maybe you want to compare how they're changing over time based on the strategies that you're executing. Maybe you want to compare how they're different in different chat apps. We can get any number of different data for you. So yeah, let me know if you want an agent to handle some of your AIO work.